I'm Colt Hamilton. I've been here at Hamilton Native Outpost for 27 plus years managing livestock. Got a lot of practical experience there, but barely graduated high school.
I'm Cleo. I graduated from the University of Missouri with a degree in animal science and an emphasis in ruminant nutrition. And I'm here at Hamilton Native Outpost learning how to manage grasslands for the purpose of raising livestock.
So me and Cleo got up here this morning to check the cows. We hauled them over to this farm yesterday, and they're just shaded up. It's probably, I don't know, 10 o'clock or so. So they're up here in the trees, edge of the woods, in a prairie drop seed field, and they're just lolling around. And what I wanted to point out is you can tell a lot about how the haul went yesterday by how they're acting. Everybody's content. I don't hear any calves bawling for their or cows bawling for calves. I don't see any calves looking for cows. Everybody's just kind of laying around. So that's a good sign that everybody's happy. We didn't leave anybody behind at the other farm. And that we did a good low stress job too of moving them. The cows are comfortable with us being here, and all looks really well. The cows look full and happy. The calves look good. So that's always good to see.
We haven't talked about condition, but kind of what you're looking for. I know you're looking at the forage mostly, but condition on the cows too, you look at that when you move them?
We do. There's a lot of differences in these cows here. So part of that difference, you see that red cow on the upper side of the herd, she's fairly good shape. They always go to the bathroom when you video. But this one down here, you can see her hip bone sticking up a little bit more. And part of the difference is I had these in 2 different herds last year, and we would have weaned that first red cow's calf a lot earlier in the year, and I let the calves stay on these others till about the 1st of February into January. So she got pulled down a lot more over winter time, and so she hasn't recovered to the same point as the cow up here has. Now she's a good enough shape. We don't really use body condition score here, but there is a scoring chart where you can kind of look at fat pads. You probably remember it from school. Mm-hmm. You're way ahead of me.
It's like one of my favorite things to do.
Oh,
like
well.
When you're driving and you're just like, oh,
nope. Yep. So any idea what body condition score she might be?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably what, 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 6.
Yeah.
So she's probably a 3 or 3.5.
3, that's kind of what I was wondering. So she should breed back fine. Some of the others I see, their backs are a little more, got more fat on their back, hip bones aren't sticking out. Mm-hmm. You know better than me what you're looking for. Pads of fat by the tail head.
Yeah, the front brisket.
And that's part of the reason we want to keep this herd moving and gaining weight, because we do have winter coming up. We'll have pretty good forage over winter, but winter's always the tighter time, and then they'll still, hopefully we won't wean the calves early this year. But we don't want to pull our cows down too much. So it's always good to look at body condition. There's a few cows in our herd that are really, really old. I think the oldest cow in here is 18 years old.
That black one.
Yep, she'll be another old cow. There's a lot of, we've had a closed herd of cows for nearly 40 years, except for trying some Shona bulls at one point. Other than that, we kept our own, and their criteria, if you didn't bring a calf in at the end of the year, we sold you. So by doing that, our cows are a lot smaller than when Mom and Dad started 40 years ago, and they're got a lot of capacity for grass, but they're not big. They don't look nothing like limousines and that kind of stuff, and they're just easy, low maintenance cattle. But also the industry average, I think they say the industry average age of a cow herd of America is around 5 to 6 years old. There's cattle in here less than that, but the majority of these cows, I would say, will be 7. I'd say we'd fall between 7 and 12 years old as the average age of this herd.
And we talked about that yesterday, but you're keeping the ones. So a cow's got 2 jobs: calf inside and a calf outside. And she can do one or the other or both at the same time, but if she's not making a calf every year or she's not conceiving, then she's going.
Yep, we don't let them skip. Our hardest part of that is actually the second the first and second calf. So getting them bred for the first time, we breed ours at a year old. So we try to have them about 60% of their mother's weight by 1 year old. Now we do separate them and wean them, and then once we get them weaned, we put them back with the cow herd. So the replacement heifers in here, which that one there about the center of the screen walking away, that's a replacement heifer. Walk up here where we can see her better. And she had her first calf, so she is an H1, and she is bred back, number 5 there. If you can see number 5 looking back at you, she has a calf on her, and she's bred back, should be bred back with her second calf. That's the hardest thing for us to do, is get the first calf and then get her bred for a second calf. After that, once she's on her third calf, she'll just become pretty reliable from there on if we do our job. We do not allow our cattle to have a first calf and skip a second calf, and if they skip the first calf, we sell them then too. And it's actually a good time to do a lot of your culling, because they're young animals. They're worth the most at that point. So if they mess up early, sell them. They're worth quite a bit. That old cow in here that's 18 years old, she ain't worth all that much. The most valuable thing she can do is one more calf.
If she can't do that, then she's not worth it.
Then she's not worth anything.
So I learned, we kind of talked about that yesterday too, but I mean, if they're not conceiving the first time, then they're probably less likely to conceive again. And the later, it was taught to me kind of in like a circular calendar method, where if they're calving late, then they're gonna calve even later the next year. And so you want them to calve early, kind of like what you were talking about, the one, the fuller one versus the skinnier one. She calved earlier, and that's why she's bigger now, is because she had more time to recover.
Try to think of how to say this. So the gestation period on a cow is 9 months. So 9 out of 12 months they carry the calf. So if they skip a month and don't breed at the beginning, you're already down 1 month. You're still gonna have 9 months gestation. Well, that's 10 out of 12. So if you keep slipping a month, before too long, they miss the breeding window. We breed our cows mostly for 60-day breeding season. So she gets to cycle 2.5 times. It all depends when she cycles the first time. But if she skips, her chance of ever moving forward again, it's a lot harder to move an animal forward. Where by that I mean if she calved last year in June, making her calve in May is a lot harder. It takes a lot more nutrition. So keeping them a short breeding season and selling those that don't breed, really a lot of these have a pretty high fertility rate.
And so you're saying it's harder for her to catch up because she has a shorter period of time where she needs to pack on more weight before she's given birth again.
Right. And
or before she's conceiving again.
Before she's conceiving again. And also, if she's going to carry that calf for 9 months, that means if she calves in April, which is our start of our calving, if she calves 1st April, May, June, July, we're putting the bull in 3 months after she calves. We always put the bull in July. So if she doesn't calve in April, she calves in May, 2 months till we put the bull in. And eventually she'll miss the whole season.
Gotcha.